El Braxtino. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Braxton. And today, here's the Windows developer commentary. So, I made this game probably. I'm stupid. There's a credit thing at the bottom. 10/16/2022. It's probably earlier than that though, because I had idea plans. I remember this is when Doors was really big, of course, and I remember at the old lunch table, came up with an idea of what about Windows? We play Windows. It was kind of went. I just kind of had an idea. Now, I want to show y'all. I haven't really done one of these before. I haven't uploaded videos in a while, so I'll have some editing, maybe. I'm pretty sure this game is like broken right now. I have no plans on fixing it. But here's what it looks like right now. But if we go over here, this was the original lobby right here. Usually the smiley face guy would be right there. Yeah. Here's this guy. I think his name was Mullock. Yeah. Go here. When I first made Windows, it was originally going to be more Doors like than anything. But this last rooms like change, because you can see over here, I have the entity or whatever I was gonna call him. He's right here. And since like it was like with Doors Windows can be opposite. So like, what if he was like really good at seeing but he was deaf? Which I don't know. I actually don't know how I was gonna translate that in the gameplay, because that just makes him like just a regular dude, like a regular monster or whatever. This guy, see. Well, let's now enter the hospital. Underleaf. So, when I was making this game, I suddenly got one day very inspired to actually complete it. So yeah, I got really inspired to complete the whole game. I was like, okay, so how am I gonna do this? And then I just first off had to make entities, and I really wanted to have like a theme for them, because I can't let them all be like random weirdos. So I think I came up with like a war theme, because I read a poem, Charge of the Light Brigade, which is right here, by the way. Read it if you want. I read that poem. I was like, it'd be cool if Windows was like war related. So we got the five main ones. You got Clara Spectre, Blitzkrieg, Strafe, Gorilla, and Dreadnought. So here we go. Yeah, it's hospital themed, but it really doesn't look like a hospital. The reason it's like a lore related reason. Like this hospital used to house like World War One and World War Two soldiers who got wounded and got transported back home. And they most likely be treated in a field hospital, but I guess I wasn't thinking that whenever I was making the game. And that's why there's a bunch of like Death Guide the Bullet kind of paintings. And like the reason there's small entities, because they felt so much pain, they kind of manifested into something, an entity. I have no idea what I was thinking. I must have been on the finest cocaine, because I don't do drugs, but I must have been on something to make all this, because it really doesn't make sense. Yeah, you can go down there. Is there a visible wall? There is. Okay, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I mean, I think this game is broken now. I mean, I might fix it, but I'm really locked in on Check Aaron right now, so I mean, I probably won't. I have to stop developing everything by August 26th anyway, which is fastly approaching, because I'm going to have to get a job soon when I'm able to drive. But anyway, back to the story of this game. It's like all of my games. It's an inside joke, as everything is. besides Tito's Farm Food. It's basically just a big inside joke. I think I'll show you the original image right now. And, yeah. It was originally going to be a window. You're going to be descending off of, like, a giant, building with the, like a window washing. You're like a window washing man. You like descend and you have to like find levers to pull yourself down, like a key to like unlock the next floor. Which I mean, it was a cool idea, but I mean I'm not the best coder, so I can't really do that. This was made with a kid anyway, so I mean most of it was anyway. But like descending, the only entity that returned is Hurry, and even he's a secret, you know. He's like a 1 in 100 or. Yeah, I think it's 1 in like 1,000. No, I actually do not know what it is. It's like a 1 in 500. And he ain't that rare, but he's something, I guess. Yeah, but we were supposed to like descending down on like floor 50. It was originally gonna be like a lot more doors related than anything. Then I turned into the rooms related thing. Which progressively gets darker. But I ended up making the game, and I just made the lobby, and I tried to make it semi-working by having the entities kind of just like run backwards and forwards, like in that one game, I can't remember what it was called. It was like Doors But Bad. It was one of those, and like run forwards and backwards, like going through the wall. Like he'd be right here, and he would like, dun, dun. That'd be in the encounter with him, and like the entity would just like follow a set path. But I never did that. My microphone working? Yeah, it is. Oh. Okay. That was bad voice crack. Anyway. And then came the stagnant period where I just did absolutely nothing with the game. This is about the time I started working on Check Cabin, so I just completely forgot this thing ever existed. But one day I decided, let's go ahead and let's finish this darn thing, because I am tired of just seeing it sit in my game things with it just not being anything. So I got to work. It was originally more doors related than anything, but like, I tried to make it doors related, more doorsy, but I couldn't. So, I made it rooms. Now this game does have an end. It's, I think it's like 500. You can tell from that one badge. When making the entities, you know, the gas mask guy, Core Spectre, he's originally going to be called Gasser. But Kendall pointed out that is the most retarded name and an overused name in existence. So I was like, what if I just like, chlorine? Because in chlorine gas. Oh, hey friend. But chlorine gas and okay, I thought I had that 3 times for a second. Chlorine gas and a ghost. It's like, this could work. So I made Chlorospectre. He's a cool guy. They may have Blitzkrieg. It was actually the first one I ever made. He's just a regular German soldier. He's just like your standard A60. Spawns at room 100. Then we have Strafe. And I based his design kinda off the eyesore from One Night at Flumpty's. I just thought it looked cool, so I put that bunch of eyes in there. Canonically, he's just a giant flesh amalgamation. Don't know why. But then we have Gorilla. He's just the faster one. Version of Strafe, and he's just kind of there. He makes a very quiet sound, so instead of the actual like roaring chopper noise that Strafe uses. And then Dreadnought, he was probably the last. He was the last one I ever made, and he was probably the one I wanted to be like, because you get to be quiet now. You get to like room 300, and then you're like, okay. There hasn't been any new entities for a while. I'm pretty sure that's it. And then you hear the darn verify your clock noise from Hearts of Iron 4 mod, yeah. And it's just dreadful. You don't know how to counter them. And it sends you into a panic once you start hearing it, because it's kind of distorted. You don't know what to do because you've gone so far. Then you die. Sorry, I gotta focus now. Hey, friend. Yeah, but, try to teleport to the final room. Let me show you. This is spoilers, by the way. This is big leaks. Then I just wanted Dreadnought to actually feel dreadful. Because, you always, you got so far, you don't want to die. So, yeah. Also, the reason the dude doesn't spawn until, there's, people who doesn't spawn until, room, 400 is because, by the way, you can see, the planned basement area I never did. See, look, pretty cool. I was gonna do it, but I figured out I shouldn't. You can't leave. But, I wanted to feel actually dreadful. Because you haven't encountered anybody in a while. Go ahead, you haven't encountered anybody in a while. And, yeah, I'm just repeating myself now. Because, I don't got no script for this. This is all Braxton. This ain't no planned out script. As you can see, you can probably see my whole desktop right now. There is no script at all. This is Braxton Harrison. Just remember my last name. Wow. Anyway. Now for the secret endings. I know Friend had to be one. He's just his sole purpose is just being a shining light in a world of darkness. And then you got the Hurry guy. Hurry, the smiley face dude. I wanted him to be there because he deserves to be in there. He's the one who sat and rotted in Windows for the entirety of its lifespan. I think he deserves. And then you got JT. Now, most of you did not know that JT existed, which I find sad. Okay, this apparently doesn't work. I thought I had a room generating. But anyway, JT does not exist. He does. What am I saying? JT does exist in Windows. Okay, most of you may have thought he didn't, but he does in fact do. He's very rare, and he's pretty much impossible to defeat. Well, actually, you can just go back in the room before. He works the same as Dreadnought, but he's slower. Well, he's very fast until you get to. Oh crap! He's over. There's Hurry. I could dodge him, but I want to die. What? What was that? Actually... Huh? Who was that dude? I've never added that dude. Who? See who's over here. I have never seen that dude in my life. He made the A60 noise. I thought it was just a static noise. I need to go back and watch that. I have no idea who that was. I didn't even die. That's very weird. It must be a glitch. Actually, probably because I'm hiding. Well, the game thinks I'm still hiding in here. Anyway, I have no idea who that was. But, yeah, what's his name? JT, he's scary. Yeah, woo, I'm JT. I'm getting hungry. Anyway, yeah, this is the Windows developer commentary. I'm gonna do a developer commentary with an actual script for Chet Cavern, because, Chet Cavern has a lot more development history to cover than, I stopped working on the game for a billion years. So, this is Windows. I hope y'all enjoyed, and Into the Valley of Death Road JT. So, yeah, I would turn around, but, it's from first person. So, yeah, I shall see y'all later. Goodbye. Beep.